Welcome, everybody, to another half-ass beer review. My name is Josh, and tonight there's a new beer calling our name. But before we get into tonight's review, it's time for you to help me buy my next beer. It's simple and free. Just go down, hit the subscribe button, and give this video a thumbs up. And if you're already subscribed, please just give this video a thumbs up anyway. It goes a long way, keeping me on the path to drinking and trying more beer. Now back to tonight's review. Tonight's review is a can of Raspberry Truffle, an ale brewed with natural flavors. Ellicottville Brewing Company, Ellicottville, New York. Brewed with local chocolatiers. Rich, flavorful dessert ale with decadent truffle chocolate and sweet raspberry. Platerschocolate.com. Platers. Definitely Platers, not Platters. 7% ABV. I don't know. I mean, it's just going to be an ale, right? When I hear the raspberry and the chocolate, you think that it's going to be like a stout, porter, something like that. But this is just an ale. I'm going to be very interested to see what it pours like, what it looks like, and what it tastes. The can art's pretty cool. It's got kind of that retro, black and white TV, chocolate factory look to it. Something out of I Love Lucy. Something. It looks like that. It's pretty cool for what it is. I know the last Ellicottville beer I did had crazy can art, but I wasn't a huge fan of the beer itself. I hope this one makes up for it. I hear really good things about the brewery. I just need to find the right beer. Let's do that right now. Let's see. Let's open this up. Let's pour it, look at it, smell it, taste it, and get a rating out of it. Shout out to Draston. He's the one that gave me this beer, 70 Dungeons, on Twitch every Monday night. 7 o'clock. Nice dark ale. Let's see what we got here. Very rich looking. Not much of a head. It's slightly dark. It's very light brown. A little bit of raspberry there and some chocolate. It's actually not like the most potent smelling beer. Getting a lot of that chocolate over the raspberry now. It smells like it's going to be a pretty good beer. You know what that means? It's time to try this beer. See what it tastes like. As always on Half-Ass Beer Review, we do little drink, big drink. Cheers, everybody. This is nice. It's light. It's an ale. It's not super thick. It's not weighing you down. Chocolatey goodness. A little bit of raspberry. Not a lot of raspberry, but a little bit. That chocolate's the mainstay. And it's funny because a lot of the times when you eat like chocolates and it's like raspberry filled, you don't want it to be too overpowering. Like there's this perfect balance when you're eating chocolates of the filling to the actual chocolate. And if the chocolate's not good and the raspberry's overpowering, it's not, that better be a good raspberry flavor. But this is very enjoyable. They work very well together with this, without this being like an overly heavy beer. 7% ABV. You can't really tell that it's 7% ABV. Very easy drinking. The chocolate and the raspberry work really well together. There's a little bit of roastiness there with this. But a lot of these darker ales, you're going to get that, which is, it's really pleasant because when it's warm out, like it's been high 80s and stuff like that, these are still really enjoyable beers. Black ales and stuff like that. This is actually great because then you got that fruit flavor from the raspberry, a little bit of the chocolatiness. This beer might actually be really good to enjoy around a campfire. Just saying. If you want to try it out, go ahead. If it doesn't work like that, don't at me, right? But yeah, this beer's really good. If I have to rate this beer, I'm going to rate this beer. I'm going to rate it like a 4.8. This is a very good beer. The brewery impressed me this time. After the bad showing last time, I think this is very good, bordering greatness. This is actually one of those beers that is going to make me seek out more of their beer. It's that good of a beer, and it's that good of a showing on their part. The last one I didn't think the review was that great, or the beer wasn't that great. The review was pristine, but the beer I was drinking, I just personally didn't like it that much. But this is a great showing. You can drink this beer anytime. It's 80-some degrees out, high humidity, and this beer will still do the trick. It won't bog you down. It'd be great around a campfire. But yeah, definitely, if you see this beer, go out and pick it up. It is worth it's worth the buy. I mean, if not one, get the whole 4-pack if that's how it comes. Now, that's going to do it for this episode of Half-Ass Beer Review. Thank you all for stopping by and checking out a delicious beer with me. If you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up. If you're new here and you want to see more of what I do, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and click the bell. That'll keep you up to date and notify you every time I post a new review. Last but not least, if you want to talk beer, let's do it down in the comments. I'm always a fan of doing that, meeting new people and talking about beer and seeing what their preferences are, seeing how they feel about my reviews. It's always a good time. But until next time, please keep your fridges full and have a great night.